our next speaker from a new FuturePrint partner. You probably saw the announcement. Really delighted to have BHS Corrugated as one of our strategic partners for the following 12 months. Nils Gottfried comes, young-looking chap, but he's a bit of a veteran in inkjet, I believe, and worked in various places, not least Fujifilm. Heads up BHS Corrugated, specifically for the jetliner monochrome, and he's going to be talking about the impact of that technology on its converters. So it's revolutionizing prints. Over to you, Nils, and welcome to FuturePrint. Thank you.
It's the jetliner FC, transforming the game. Corrugated boxes never looking the same. Design, produce, deliver, it's the future we see. With productivity, flexibility, it's the key. Jetliner XD and monochrome, side by side. High tech, fly fresh, it's a smooth ride. From the corrugator to the sky, it's the ultimate show. Jetliner extended and monochrome, let's roll, let's roll.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, let's roll, let's roll. Thank you, Jeff, for the introduction, for paving the way for my topic today. This is a very typical question I always ask customers, the converters, the producers of corrugated board, when I talk to them. Because this is what they're thinking about. How can they transform? And this is what I'm talking about today as well, transformation. If we look at that, this is a transformation. Everybody can relate to that. It's a car. It's a car from the 80s. It's a car from the late 2000s. But that's a transformation in technology. It's still a car, but it's transformation. We can even better relate to this transformation, from very young to very old. When I started my career as an offset printer in the 90s, they told us, at the first Drupa I showed up, they told us, hey, what are you doing? Offset is dead. There won't be any offset printing anymore. It's digital now. What happened at last Drupa? Yeah, there was a little bit of offset. There was a lot of digital print. And I'm in that business now since the 90s. I did my diploma in printing technology. I worked for several companies in digital print, started in Corrugated at the company called Kappa at the time. Then it became Smurfit Kappa. Now it's Smurfit Westrock. And since 4 years, I'm back in the industry, in the corrugated industry. I feel very good there because it feels like home, feels like coming to the family. And now I'm transforming businesses from analog technology to digital technology. And this is what we need to look at, from very analog technology to digital technology. And this is what we are doing at BHS. We have a concept. The concept is called the box plant strategy. This is a concept for all our customers, the converters, the corrugated producers, with our products to join us in transforming their business. We are a producer of corrugated lines, so machines to make corrugated board. We are an OEM of digital printing machines, single pass. I will introduce to you that portfolio later on another slide. We have software solutions and we have intralogistic solutions. So everything to bring paper to the corrugator, move it from the factory, and move it to digital print. All this in one hand in the box plant strategy of BHS. We're going to launch a campaign this year for the second time, so stay tuned for that and then understand what that means for the industry. But now I would like to introduce to you the BHS portfolio for digital print. We have two products in that portfolio. The first product is called the BHS Jetliner Exceed. Now you can see it. This is a 4-color printer. It's high-speed single pass with 2.80 meters working width. We're printing up to 300 meters per minute using water-based ink systems. We can operate that system in roll-to-roll or in line with the corrugator. Yeah, both options are possible. Preferred option from our point of view at the moment is the roll-to-roll operation. That means we are feeding in a roll of paper, we're printing on that roll of paper with 4 colors, high speed, and we're delivering that digital pre-printed roll to a corrugator to produce pre-printed corrugated board. The second system, and the focus for today, is the BHS Jetliner Monochrome. The BHS Jetliner Monochrome is a one-color, single-pass inkjet printer, as well featuring water-based inks at corrugator speeds. Here, that means up to 400 meters per minute. This system prints on uncoated materials only because there is no priming unit, there is no drying system, it's very compact and is built to be integrated in line into a corrugator. And I will show you later how that looks like. We can integrate that system into existing lines or into new lines, of course. You saw before renderings, but these machines are not ideas anymore. These machines are reality. The first machine, the Jetliner Exceed, the second system was built up in our factory in Weierhammer, is decommissioned this week, and will find its final destination towards third quarter this year. The second system, BHS Jetliner Monochrome, and we will focus on that today, is already installed at a customer in North America, and I will show you the customer story as well today. But first, I would like to talk a little bit about the challenges of brand owners and converters, because there are challenges. Yeah? We need to talk about that. These people, converters and the brands, they have challenges. What we see is the first layer, and this is, of course, time to market. Jeff highlighted it a little bit. At the moment, they're facing very long lead times for flexo analog preprint. 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes even more. What does that mean? If customers, brands are ordering packaging, it takes ages until they get the final packaging. We can help here with digital print. This time to market will lead with digital print to on-demand order and on-demand production. Reducing lead times means as well reducing buffer stocks. We don't want to have packaging in stock. We want to have packaging in the shelf, at the customer side. Because what happens? Bigger brands, they're ordering millions of boxes over a year, but they do that in 3 times. But the converters, they need to produce that up front. They put it into stock, and then at a certain point, the brands say, no, I don't want that anymore, because there is a change. Change in text, change in layout, change in the versioning. What does that mean? We throw it away. It's waste. We don't want waste. We want to be sustainable. We want to reduce the waste. So digital, of course, can help here. Seasonal and versioning for special events. Yes, that's a digital topic. Everybody knows that already. We do not need to even focus on that, because that's digital. That's the nature of digital, to do that. Second layer for us, very important within BHS, is QR codes and variable data, because this enables customers to provide to their brands, to their customers, solutions with QR code technology for smart packaging, for interactive packaging. And this is what we are working as well on. We have a working group within the company just focusing on smart packaging applications, using QR code technology and enabling customers to use that technology. Third layer, of course, this is about money. They both have pressure, the converters and the brands. They need to reduce costs. We can help them with that by introducing digital print. Cost for analog processes are high. I wouldn't say very high, but they are high. We heard yesterday about litho-lamination, how expensive that process is. We can take out litho-lamination by printing digitally, converting these pre-printed rolls directly at the corrugator. That's more it's more economic and more cost efficient. Cost reduction, of course, is something that we need to talk about. They all have high pressure in cost. We need to help them, to support them, reduce the cost. It's all about the box in the end. In the end, they want to have the box produced as cheap as possible. That's the solution. We heard as well from Steve, sustainability becomes more and more important. And this is important. We need to talk about that with customers. Sustainability, environmental footprint is very important for most of our customers. We are talking to the big ones, yeah? The multinational companies, the family-owned businesses, and they all have this statement on their website, working towards a sustainability production. This is very important for us. What happens if we add the BHS jetliner to a portfolio, to production of a customer? I always make a joke here because they will lose something, they will win something as well. But both in the end is positive. If we look at what they get more, is more flexibility by introducing digital print, is more productivity by introducing faster running machines, leaner production processes, is to have a more efficient operation driven by BHS programmed software tools like the printer control center, like the corrugator control center, or like a workflow we are developing at the moment called Pack Suite. As well, of course, we can add value to their product. They're producing a very commodity product. Now, if you think about brown boxes, it's a commodity product. What we can do with our technology, adding value to that product to help them to get better margins in the end. Of course, they will lose something. We didn't touch base on that topic in the last 2 days, but there is something going on in the industry. We're getting older. We're getting very old. And there are not a lot of young people in that business. So we will see more and more that we have less people that can do the job, that want to do the job. We need to work towards that. We need to help customers to have less people in the box plant, less people operating it overall. We think that we can reduce paper waste and paper usage. Paper waste is in the make-ready process, most and foremost. Less paper usage is in the grammage of the paper. By using digital print technology, we can reduce the paper weight. Using more lightweight papers, reducing the cost. Paper is the biggest cost in packaging. It's not the ink. It's not the investment, it's the paper. Of course, we have less cost in analog converting by introducing digital print. We will touch base on that a little bit later on as well. Overall, sustainability, of course, less resource use. Less water for washing out, less flexo plates. It's a very chemical process. There's a lot of chemicals involved. It's expensive, and it's very expensive to produce these plates. There are many technology advantages by using BHS printing technologies. I won't touch base on any of these, but I would like to mention the print heads that we're using. I would like to mention the BHS ink certification scheme. We have already 3 ink partners certified. It's a very long process, very intensive, but we are doing that together with the ink maker. We are certifying the ink makers to be an ink partner and to be ready to supply ink to our customers. That's very important to us because that relationship, print head and ink, is very important in single pass. You cannot use any ink or any head. As well, I would like to mention here the uptime and quality features. Because what's so important in single pass? You need to have certain features and certain systems on the machine to enable a print system to be single pass. Not any system can do that. We have built in many, many different features here. One thing I need to mention here is the inkhead-friendly machine design. Both machines, the Exceed and the Monochrome, have completely housed encapsulated print engines. There is no dust in there, there is a temperature-controlled climate, and we avoid humidity changes in that system. Because what we do, we are integrating the Monochrome, for example, into a corrugator. And what's that environment? There is dust, there is high temperature, and there is lots of heat. The system we will see later on is installed at the moment in Texas. You can imagine what the temperature is in Texas. It's very, very high. All this makes it possible to produce single pass every day, every week, every month, consistent. That's important for single pass because there is only one chance to jet a drop on that point where you want to have it. I would like to introduce a little bit more the BHS jetliner monochrome. And there is a question as well, and this is the second question I normally ask when I talk to customers, because that's important. Do you want to integrate single-pass technology, high speed, directly into your corrugator? Who would say no? They all say yes, because it's important for them. We are integrating the BHS jetliner monochrome directly into the corrugator, into an environment, production environment, producing corrugated boards at high speed, up to 400 meters per minute. This is an actual picture of the current installation, and this is the team around it. These are the BHS people that installed and integrated that system into a corrugator. You would say now, hey, this is a lot of people. Actually, it's not. It was a new corrugator, a new software system, a new print system, a new printer control system, and it worked nearly flawlessly. The customer is producing already customer orders with that. But in the end, what counts for us, what counts for BHS, is happy customers. We need to have happy customers, because happy customers, what do? They buy again. They knock again on your door. They like you because it worked well. I would like to show you what our customer did already. They created an own video. They didn't ask us, they did it by themselves. They are branding this new print technology under the name Print Plus.
Printing has come a long way. It all started with the printing press, a groundbreaking invention that revolutionized communication. Over time, we moved to print plates, used in newspapers and mass printing, bringing words and images to life at incredible speeds. And today, in homes and offices, digital printing has become the norm, offering instant results with the push of a button. Just as printing evolved from plates to digital, so too has the world of packaging. Traditionally, corrugated sheets and packaging relied on analog printing methods, requiring costly print plates and long setup times. But now digital innovation has arrived at the corrugated sheet level. Introducing Print Plus, a whole new way to print packaging with precision, speed, and flexibility. At StarCore Sheets in Temple, Texas, we're leading this transformation with Print Plus, our revolutionary digital printing solution. Print Plus integrates cutting-edge technology directly into production, eliminating downtime, reducing costs, and offering unmatched efficiency. With Print Plus, businesses gain speed to market, moving from idle setup time to productive printing in an instant. No more massive inventories of print plates or excess ink, just on-demand, high-quality prints exactly when you need them. Our system prints at an incredible 1200 DPI resolution, delivering sharp, vibrant graphics that elevate any packaging. And because Print Plus reduces the number of print passes, box integrity is preserved, ensuring strength and durability from production to delivery. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a revolution. Print Plus is redefining what's possible in corrugated packaging, merging speed, precision, and sustainability like never before. The future of printing is here, and at StarCore Sheets, we're making it happen. Print Plus, precision, speed, and strength, all in one pass.
I think we couldn't have done better as a company. This is done by the customer. They are branding our technology with Print Plus, bring it to the market, and I will show you what will change in their business model. We need to look at two business models in the corrugated industry. We have box plants and we have sheet feeders. They're both producing at the moment with corrugators from BHS, unprinted sheets, the box plant converting it, and they're converting and they're selling boxes to customers. Second, we have sheet feeders. They are selling sheets, unprinted, to so-called sheet plants. In the sheet plants, they're converting it, printing it, make it to boxes. That's the current business model they have. In the future, it will look different. In the future, they will have an integrated jetliner monochrome in their corrugator. They will produce printed sheets, digitally pre-printed sheets, convert these without any print and converting anymore, and sell this to customers. This is a complete disruptive paradigm change that we need to understand. As well, there are, of course, benefits in doing that. We're not walking through all the benefits now. We can have a chat afterwards. What does that mean? Because it's a lot of text, I understand that. There is, of course, sheet feeders. That's a little bit different. The customer is a sheet feeder. They are selling now printed sheets to many, many different customers, their customers. Their customers don't print anymore. Their customers have now different benefits. They can sell digital technology to their customers, to their brands, enabling them using QR code technology. They are not printing anymore, these sheet plants. They don't have print units anymore. They are receiving already pre-printed sheets. They are saving money, time, and resources by buying these sheets. This is a complete new business model in the corrugated industry. It will be very disruptive, but it will be the future. There are a few applications I would like to show you. It's brown boxes. The main topic here is unlock the total capacity. We don't print anymore in converting. We take that to the corrugator. We want to use the full potential of QR code technology. This is one example here, is with the label. We can take that out, print that directly on the box. Two things I would like to mention. Variable data is very, very tiny at the moment. It will grow over the next years, for sure. What I would like to show you is that we are promoting this. We heard it very often. What if you could integrate all data that you're capturing throughout the whole value chain in your corrugated box plant for process, product, and the value chain, put all that into a database and make it accessible via one QR code. This is the future. This is the digital packaging passport. Even in the corrugated industry, we need to be prepared for that. And BHS is there to help customers, and we are going to transform our customers from analog to digital, and we ask customers to jump on the cube and join us in the travel towards a digital future. Thank you very much.